So I can openly say a big reason why a lot of Washington Commanders fans did not want Deebo Samuel originally, because there was this whole stigma of him being overweight and being fat. We seen the picture go viral at the Super Bowl, and also while he was in uniform last season, not looking in shape and pretty much playing at a weight that was uncomfortable or not at an ability to produce how he once was. Well, Deebo Samuel took to Twitter yesterday to really expose the truth about his weight and how he's feeling on this new chapter. And also, Darius Slay is now a free agent. Should the Washington Commanders be interested? Let's talk about it.
The way that we live is not for everybody. We're going to run and put our bodies on people in a violent manner.
I love the way she move it, shake it all day. When she cry for him, the shawty is the winner. You can tell that shawty.
You know what time it is. It's time to come out.
I love the way she move it, shake it all day.
Y'all, it's your man Juangotti here. Before we get into today's video, I want you guys to do me a favor, subscribe to my fitness channel as I'm documenting my journey from fat to fit. Link down below in the description. YouTube, what's going on? It's Juangotti here. We have the Washington Commanders video, and in today's video, I'm coming on here with a video where we're going to be talking about Deebo Samuel, talking about his weight, and we're also going to talk about Darius Slay potentially joining the Washington Commanders. So without further ado, let's get straight into today's video. Before we do, make sure you guys go down below, leave a like on this video, subscribe to the channel if you are new, turn on post notifications so you get notified when I upload new videos like this to the channel. We're on the road to 9,000 subscribers, so we greatly appreciate if you can reach that goal as soon as possible. Thank you so much. Let's get straight to it. So I do have a couple of announcements. Wednesday, 8 p.m., episode number 2 of the Burgundy Breakdown will be going live. Me, Reedy and Z, and John from Ballin' and Burgundy podcast will be live for episode number 2 of our show. Thursday, I have Ed Oliver and Street Scores coming back on the channel again at 7:30 for a preview of free agency, reaction to the Deebo Samuel trade, and much, much more. I look forward to seeing you guys for those 2 shows. All right, let's really get to it now. So, Deebo Samuel came to the Washington Commanders a couple days ago. Still very shocking move. Still an exciting move. I think it's shocking more so for the rest of the NFL and not really Washington Commanders fans, because we were tied to Deebo Samuel pretty much since he requested the trade, and obviously we know we had the connection with Adam Peters up as our GM. But the reason why I feel like it's very shocking is because it shows that Washington is truly all in for a chance at going to the Super Bowl and winning a Lombardi. But contrary to popular belief, a lot of fans believe he's washed up. Even a lot of Washington Commanders fans aren't really moved by this move because they feel like Deebo Samuel is not what he once was. And again, as I mentioned in the intro, a lot of people feel that way because of the weight that he's put on, and he's never been a real true separator. However, Deebo is looking for a fresh start and looking for a change of scenery to get back to his old self. He took to Twitter to respond to someone that basically said Deebo Samuel was playing at an overweight weight. So let's go ahead and take a look at Twitter to kind of get a good grasp and idea of what Deebo Samuel was responding to. It was Coach Yak who said this: Matt Barrows got confirmation on Tim Kawami's report about Deebo Samuel being 20 pounds overweight last year. He quoted this: I'm not going to say the number, but I asked what was Deebo's height point of weight-wise last season, and it meshes with what you said a couple weeks ago. It got really high there and may have been reasons for the reasons that he wasn't successful. Not able to work out because of pneumonia, not able to work out because of injuries, but that's a concern. I think the 49ers had the concern the minute he showed up in Santa Clara in 2019 and was never fully went away. So, in my opinion, I'm not trying to make excuses for Deebo Samuel, but if a big reason as to why last year went up into hell was because of injuries and because of pneumonia, it's no excuse to be overweight. However, these guys are still humans at the end of the day. I mean, like, stuff, your body changes when you are sick or when you're dealing with element issues or injuries and stuff like that. And obviously they all had a down year. So it's not just Deebo Samuel that was the only reason for the lack of success there in San Francisco last season. Like, let's not just put it all on his shoulders. I get it. He's a star player, but it's not only him. Brandon Ayuk tore his ACL, so they were supposed to play off of each other, right? You know what I'm saying? That team was supposed to take the next step. And they quite frankly didn't, due to a lot of reasons. Injuries, lack of talent. Christian McCaffrey had a great season 2 seasons ago. He wasn't out there for all of last year for real on a consistent basis. So, I mean, it just was a bad down year for San Francisco, and he simply just wanted a new change. And he took a brunt of the force because he was out there playing, you know what I'm saying, when he was, and he didn't look like himself. But Deebo responded to that, and he said 225 to be exact. Can't wait till the season start. Fresh start, new bow. 225 pounds is where Deebo Samuel was last season. And I know immediately when you hear that, it's like, what the heck? Why is he weighing so much? 225? Oh my God, as a receiver, that's insane. Let me let you in on a little something, and you know this. Deebo Samuel is not just a receiver. He's not just a receiver. He's 6', 6'1". And as a 6', 6'1" receiver, of course, you would want to be in a Terry McLaurin range, maybe like 200, 211 pounds. You know what I'm saying? Something around there. But he's taking handoffs. He's down by the line of scrimmage in a sense, in motion, taking screens. He's running into contact. Like, he's doing so much more than just a pure wide receiver. So obviously, he's going to have more weight on his body if he wants to be successful. Again, that 2021 season, he was very, very good, and that was the breakout year that he had, and that's the reason why he essentially got paid and was really put at as one of the best players and playmakers in football. But if we go back to that 2021 season that Deebo Samuel had, I will guarantee you that in 2021, I'm not going to say he was 225 pounds, but I guarantee you he wasn't like super light. You know what I'm saying? He probably roughly around 215 is where I say Deebo Samuel was and should probably be at a healthy weight. And I'm sure there's a way Deebo Samuel can be 220, 225 and still be lean, fast, and explosive. And that being said, he still led the league in yards per catch last year at 8.3. So for all of the talk of he's overweight, he's out of shape, he's not looking like old Deebo Samuel, well, he still led the league in yards per catch. Not to mention, he's a kick returner as well. And he had some great kick returns last season. What's a department Washington struggled in this year? After Austin Eckler went down, really was okay with Luke McCaffrey, but it wasn't nothing that was insane. I would much rather have Deebo Samuel back there. But of course, if you got Deebo Samuel back there, he's going to have to put on some weight because he's running into contact. So, of course, not defending him for being 225. If it was a bad 225, which at some angles it did look bad, I'm not necessarily buying that whole Super Bowl thing, right? I'm not buying that, oh, that's just a bad angle, he's not fat, blah, blah, blah. I'm not buying that. I'm going to be real with you. I think that was a picture that was real, and he definitely had some weight on him. But the one from his uniform, I don't necessarily buy that one because they said it was a rib protector. And then a picture came out a couple weeks later where they were at practice and he didn't have it on and he looked like Deebo Samuel. So I think this weight thing, I'm not going to say it's not an issue, but it's definitely something that could be fixed and definitely was something that could have been blown out of proportion due to the fact that the 49ers was having a bad season as a whole. Do you think if the 49ers was having a typical 49ers season last year, first in the NFC West, first in the NFC playoff picture, have a potential chance to clinch a first-round bye and playoffs runs through Santa Clara, do you think they would be worried about that? No, they wouldn't. Even if Deebo Samuel didn't have 800 yards last year, even if he had a season in which it was not his standard, if they were winning, they wouldn't be talking about this. But the fact that they had a really bad year last year, they missed the playoffs, they had a ton of injuries at key positions. This is a big story coming out of San Francisco. And everyone's saying he's washed. Everyone's saying that he's not good. If this was 2021, this would be a good trade. Well, let me tell you something. It's 2025, and he has Jaden Daniels as his quarterback. He has Cliff Kingsbury as his offensive coordinator. I guarantee you a fresh start is going to do wonders for Deebo Samuel. And he's going to be good. And that's the thing about it, too. Like, fans are so worried about, oh, this is a mid-move. He's washed up. They traded for a fat running back. Okay. Okay, he hears it. We hear it. And you dang all right. I would do this trade 100 times over again if that means we get Deebo Samuel for a 5th-round pick. For a bag of chips, we got Deebo Samuel. And of course, oh, well, you got to take on the $17 million. So what? We got the 3rd most salary cap space in the NFL. We can do this. Just because your organization can't take chances and risk like this and not really be affected by it, don't mean we can. Can't, I should say. Because we are built different. It's levels to it. We're a good team with salary cap space. Come on, man. So, all I say is, trust Deebo, trust his nutrition staff, trust this coaching staff, and trust Adam Peters. It'd be different if we didn't have ties to San Francisco and he didn't know Deebo. He knows him. He was there when they drafted him. He was there when they gave him the contract extension. He was there for his 2021 breakout year. So if there's anybody that has say on what they truly know about this man, how he works, how he thinks, how he moves, how his character is, it's Adam Peters. And I don't think Adam Peters would make a move like this if he did not believe in the outcome. I'm telling y'all, bro. I'm telling y'all, a lot of the fans out there of other teams and Washington Commanders fans that don't believe in this move, give it a chance. Let it see. Let it play out. And if it doesn't work, wash your hands clean. You're not tied long-term to Deebo. You want it to work, but if it don't, so be it. But I have a feeling it is. He's hungry. He wants a new contract extension. This is his last year of his deal. You telling me he doesn't want to get another contract extension before his career is over? He's 29, just like Terry McLaurin, 29 and around that 30-year-old range. And Terry McLaurin's going to get another contract extension because he's proven it. You telling me he joins the team with Terry and he sees Terry get a contract extension in the same offseason that he gets traded? You telling me he doesn't want that next year? Come on, bro. Y'all tripping. Y'all tripping if y'all don't think Deebo about to go back to 2021 Deebo. Even if it's half of that. Even if it's half of that. That's still better than anything we put out last year. Noah Brown, De'Ami Brown, Luke McCaffrey, Jamison Crowder, all those guys combined. Deebo Samuel's name by himself before he even takes a snap is better than anything we had last year outside of Terry McLaurin. I'm excited about the move. I have no concerns about his issue at weight. I think 225, if he's going to get down about 215, and he's going to be good, bro. He's going to be good. He has to have some type of weight on him because of the role that he is going to play and that he's played in the NFL. He's not just a pure wide receiver. If he was just a pure wide receiver, yes, I would be concerned. Why are you 225? You're not DK Metcalf. You're not 6'5", 6'6", 6'4", so why are you 225? But he's more than just a receiver, so it makes sense. It makes sense. That being said, let's go ahead and switch to the last topic of the video. Darius Slay, free agent. Y'all interested? Now, I say that to say we are in the cornerback market. We did just get Marshawn Lattimore. And Darius Slay is still quality. Now, there were rumors speculating that he was going to retire, but I assume that he's not because it would have came out that he was. I don't know. Maybe he could take it all the way up until the last minute of the offseason before deciding to retire, but I don't think he's going to. I think he's going to play next year. And I honestly, I wouldn't mind bringing in Darius Slay because obviously he knows Philly, and that's the demon that we got to stay and get through if we want to make it to that Super Bowl, right? And he still can play some quality snaps. Can come in and tutor Mikey. And who says even if you bring in Slay, you can't draft another corner? Now, I know a lot of us believe Charvarius Ward is the top priority for this team. So I could see Washington blowing off, you know what I'm saying, this opportunity to sign a vet, to sign a guy like that. And if that's the route that we go, I'm all for it. But push come to shove, I wouldn't mind taking a chance on Darius Slay. I know he's 34 and he's older, but Super Bowl winning cornerback, had multiple great years. as a lion, as an eagle, 1 year deal, or to finish out your career, maybe. I don't know. That's just an interesting thought, but definitely was something to look into. But let me know what you guys think about the video down in the comment section. Are you interested in Darius Slay? How do you feel about Deebo Samuel's weight and him coming out saying 225 is where he was at last year? Let me know all that down below in the comment section. Let each and every one of y'all. Y'all have a blessed, stay safe. As always, me, boy Juan Gotti. I'm out. Peace.
Never gave a ballin' like I'm Deshaun, throw the bomb, G. That's IG, my jersey never seen a lawn.